Hello, my name is Nolita Nanda. Welcome to Sanctuary Live. Today is the full moon, and so we're going to be going through a very gentle, heart-based full moon flow, working on connecting with the heart. And the full moon has often been known as the time of releasing, and so we'll work with some affirmations to release things in the life that are no longer serving us. So we'll begin laying down and take our meditation there. So if you just want to lay on your back, you can either have your legs extended out in front of you, or you can have your knees up with the soles of the feet together and the knees dropping out to the side. Now you can take one hand and place it on the heart and the other on the abdomen, and gently closing the eyes. Feeling a few long, deep breaths. Observing the flow of breath as it goes in and out of the body. And every exhalation, just feeling the body gently dropping a little bit deeper into relaxation. Moving into a conscious, mindful breathing. I'll invite you for the duration of the class to keep your eyes closed as much as possible. We will go through a few asanas where you might need to have your eyes open. Anytime we remove the element of sight, we take away any extra distractions that might be going on around the room, and allows us to go into a really deep internal place of our practice. So if you need to open your eyes to see what I'm doing, just have a little peek, and once you figure it out, close your eyes again and just try the best you can to follow the sound of my voice. Connecting to the heart space. Just start to think about something in your life that you would like to release, something that's not serving you. In order for us to release something, we really need to have a very clear recognition of what it is that we're releasing. And you can use this in an affirmation. I am releasing, and fill in the blank. Say this inwardly to yourself 3 times. And gently drawing the knees up, lifting the feet off the ground, and we'll just start to make some very gentle circles. Nice big circles in either direction. We want to touch all edges of the sacrum, giving the sacrum a really nice massage. This is nice for releasing any lower back tension. And we move into the opposite direction. Good. Last time. Beautiful. And placing the feet onto the ground and just allowing the knees to drop over to one side and turning your head in the opposite direction. If you'd like to extend your top leg out and hold onto the foot, you can do so. Allowing the body just relax into this very nourishing twist. Beautiful. And drawing the knees up. Just make a nice big circle in each direction. And then dropping the knees over to the other side. And again, if you want to extend your top leg out and hold on to the foot, you can, and turning your head in the opposite direction. And feeling the body release and relax into the bliss of the twist. Beautiful. And gently drawing the knees up again. Move into happy baby. So drawing the knees forward. The feet go up and we grab onto either the instep or the outstep, whichever you find most comfortable. Allowing the feet to just drop out to the side. And we're just going to rock from side to side a couple of times so this gets nice into the hip joint. Allowing us to open the hips a little bit deeper. Good. And then just finding stillness. Now you're welcome to just stay here. Make it a very passive, relaxing asana. Or you can start to extend your legs straight and work a little bit more into a hamstring stretch. Whichever you choose, just finding stillness. We'll take a few long, deep breaths here. Beautiful. And releasing. Drawing the left foot up and then just placing it above the right knee in a figure 4 shape. Then lifting the right leg off of the ground, you can hold onto the thigh or you can hold onto the front of the shin. For those of you with a little more flexibility, you can take your left foot and place it right up to your hip and extend the right leg straight and holding on to the toe. So whatever's most comfortable for you. Beautiful. And gently releasing, we'll move on to the other side. So taking your right foot, placing it above the left knee, lifting the left foot up. You can hold on to the back of the shin, the back of the thigh, front of the shin, or moving your right foot into your hip crease, extending the left leg straight and holding on to your toe. Whatever feels most comfortable for your body. Feeling the body completely releasing. Good. And gently letting go. I'm just going to drop the knees over onto the side and find our way up to seated. Making yourself into a cross-legged position, whichever is most comfortable for you. Taking the left hand and placing it onto the ground. The right arm is going to come up. We're going to open or extend the right arm, pardon me, and then opening the chest up towards the sky. Feeling the light of the moon illuminating the heart. Good. Inhale back to center and extending over the other side. Reaching and then opening the heart up towards the moon. Good. And back to center again. Extending the arms out to a T and crossing over, so your left arm is going to go above the right. And moving into eagle arms. Your hands can be touching or the back of the hands is okay also. So lifting the hands up and pushing the hands away. Just bringing awareness to where you're feeling this across the shoulders. Good. Drop the elbows in, drop the hands away, and relax. Beautiful. And then the other side, extending the arms out. This time the right is going to go above, bending at the elbows, palms together, and lift. Bring awareness to where you're feeling the posture across the shoulders. See if you can lift the elbows a little bit higher. The hands go away, lifting up. Good. And as you exhale, elbows go into the belly, hands drop away, the neck drops down. Good. And gently releasing. Let's do some shoulder rolls. A couple of times back and a couple of times forward. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to go into a wide-legged forward bend, extending the legs out, and just reach back and grab onto the fleshy bits, pull them out from behind you. If you need to be up on a cushion, you can go ahead and use one. If your pelvis is making this shape, then you definitely need to be on a cushion. If you can sit straight, then the cushion is optional. And this is closing the eyes, sitting upright. See if you can push the chest up. Almost, if you can make a back bend kind of shape, just keep pushing the chest forward. Feeling the crown of the head lifting up and the elbows are pulling back. Really trying to open the chest here. Good. And releasing down, forward bend. If your elbows don't come to the ground, you're welcome to place the elbows onto a block. And then releasing the head completely. Every exhalation, just feel yourself drop a little bit deeper. Good. And coming back up again. Bringing the left ankle up. And we're just going to turn the body and move into another forward bend. Good. So trying as best we can to keep our torso parallel to the ground. So avoiding going to the side, we're trying to go straight forward. You might not be able to get as deep, but we keep the alignment. And so reaching with the crown of the head or with the chin and make your way into a forward bend. Good. And then sitting upright, keep the legs in this position, taking your left hand, placing it onto the ground beside you. The right arm is going to swoop up, the right foot plants on the ground, and we extend into a nice side stretch, reaching out. Again, the eyes are closed if that's comfortable. Long, deep breaths. Good. Gently lowering down, and we'll make our way back into a forward bend. We'll make that into a little bit of a flow. So sitting up, your left arm goes beside your left hip. Lifting up, right foot plants on the ground, left hand extends and reaches as far as you can. Good. And exhale. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. Last one. Beautiful. Good. And we're going to switch legs. Do the same flow again. First we'll move into our forward bend, so turning the body towards the left, trying to keep the torso parallel to the ground as we move forward. Good. Long, deep breaths. Beautiful. Lifting up, taking your right hand, just placing it on the ground beside your right hip, lifting up, left foot plants on the ground as you extend the left arm out into a nice side stretch. Again, eyes are closed if it's comfortable. Beautiful. Gently lowering down, and we'll make that into a flow. Forward bend with the exhale and inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, forward bend, and inhale, lift. 2 more times on your own breath. And releasing, coming to center. Let's place the soles of the feet together. And we'll just start to bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Sitting with a nice straight spine, feeling the crown of the head lifting up towards the sky. Again, we're just getting into the hip joints and helping release any stagnation that might be going on in there. See if you can pick up the pace a little bit faster. Beautiful. And forward bend. Good. Placing the soles of the feet onto the ground. We're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale, reach forward and release. Inhale, lifting up, reach up. Exhale, reach forward and release. Inhale, lifting up, reach, and exhale, reach and relax. Good, and we'll hold here. Allow yourself to completely let go. Releasing any tension in the neck, allowing your head to just hang there. Good. And making your way back up again. Let's make our way onto our hands and our knees. We're going to move into cat-cow. So just moving the spine back and forth with your inhale, looking up. Exhale, dropping the tailbone, dropping the head. Good. Inhale, follow through, look up. And exhale, dropping the tailbone. Good. Few more long, deep breaths. And really exaggerate the breathing. Seeing how long you can make the inhales and the exhales last. And really pushing the spine as much as you can in both directions. Good. And sitting down on your heels. We're going to take the hand and place it onto the heart and the second on the abdomen again. Taking a few moments once more just to connect with the breath. And we'll say our affirmation 3 more times inwardly. I am releasing, and fill in the blank. Feeling the light of the moon illuminating the breath in the body. Beautiful. Making your way up. Move it just into a little bit of back bending. Starting very gentle at first, and we start to go a little bit deeper, and so you can just decide how far you want to go with it. I'm going to give some variations. So we'll all start very gently just to warm up. So just placing the hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lean back. Inhale up. And exhale, relax. It's a small movement just in the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lean back. Inhale up. And release. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more times your own breath. And sitting down, make your way into child's pose. Extending the arms out, knees are nice and wide. Either your chin or your forehead is on the ground. Good, making your way back up again. A little bit deeper into the back bending. So variations, if you're quite a beginner, you can just place one hand on the hip, the other comes back, and we'll move into this posture here. The next variation is going to take your hand and placing it right on your foot. The other hand comes up and over. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Good. Inhale up, transition hands. And exhale back. Good. Inhale up, sitting down, and make your way back into child's pose. A few deep breaths here, releasing and relaxing. Beautiful. And coming up again, we're going to go a little bit deeper. So 2 variations for the hands. You're either going to be holding on to your elbows. For those of you that are a little more open in the shoulders, you can go into reverse prayer. So you can take the knees just a little bit wider and the toes a little bit better together, lifting the chest up and just going to wherever is comfortable. Those of you that have a more of a practice, you're welcome to lean right back. Good. Inhale up and extending out. Beautiful. Coming back up. One last. We go into full camel. Again, if you're a beginner, you can just do this variation again. There's no need to go into the full posture. It is quite intense, and we're going to hold it for about 5 breaths, so only if it feels like it's suitable for your body. And you can either do it on your toes, which is a little bit less distance, or you can flatten your feet for the full asana. Now just kind of leaning back, finding your heels, dropping your head and lifting the chest. Good. Lifting straight up the center, sitting down, extending the arms out for child's pose. Finding your way onto your hands and your knees, and we're going to transition into downward facing dog. Good. And just kind of paddle the legs out a little bit, getting a little bit of movement going. Good. And we're going to take the right foot, step it between the hands, dropping the back knee down and flatten the foot. Inhale, lifting the chest and letting the hips be really heavy. And then as you exhale, lean back and go into a forward bend. Good. Inhale, lifting up. And we're going to move into a twist. So beginners will simply just have your hand on the ground and twisting just like this. If you would like to go a little bit deeper, then you're welcome to bend the back knee and hold on to your toes. And turning your chest towards the moon, allowing the hips to be really heavy. Good. And find your way back to child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale up to downward facing dog. And then taking the left foot, stepping it between the hands. Inhale, looking up. And then as you exhale, leaning back. Good. Inhale up. We make our way into our twist, either leaning just in the beginner, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, we bend the back leg and hold on to the foot, turning the body towards the moon, allowing the hips to be really heavy. Beautiful. And child's pose. I'm going to make that into a little bit of a flow, so we'll go a little bit faster through those sequence and just holding for 1 breath if we can. So inhale up and exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, lifting the chest up, flatten the back foot, and as you exhale, forward bend. Inhale, back up again, and moving into your twist. And exhale, child's pose. Other side. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, looking up, hips are heavy. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale up, and we make a twist. And as we exhale, we go into child's pose. So we'll do that one more time on each side. Just try to follow your breath if you can. Good. And we make our way into child's pose again. Beautiful. Let's make our way onto our chest. A little bit more into back bending with a gentle cobra. So bringing the hands back so the hands are on the ground. Inhale, lifting up just to a gentle cobra. And exhale, lower. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Good. This time we hold, pushing up. Good. And exhale, lower. Turn the cheek to one side. Arms go back. Palms face the ceiling. And relax. Interlace the fingers behind the back, roll the shoulders back, lifting the hands away. Inhale, lift the chest. If you want to go a little bit deeper, then lift the legs also. Strong breath. Eyes are closed if that's comfortable. Good. And releasing down. Then we'll move a little bit into shoulder opening. So lifting up, and we're going to take the right hand and extend it out, the palm facing the ceiling. Your left forearm can just be on the ground. Allowing the body to be really heavy here. If you want to go into the full posture, if you've got really open shoulders, then you can actually make a full cross. And then allowing your head to just hang in the center or put a block underneath your forehead. Good. And lifting up, release the arms, and then just pausing on your chest. Good. Lifting up, we'll move on to the other side. Left arm, and dropping down onto the shoulder. Or if you want to go into the full posture, then just crossing the arms, allow the head to be heavy. Good, and gently release it. Laying your cheek just to one side. Feeling the body relaxing and dropping deeper. Once again, saying your affirmation for this full moon. I am releasing. And let's repeat that 3 times inwardly. Beautiful. And we move into a little shoulder opening in the other direction. So you're going to take the arm and extend it right out from the side with the palm facing the ground. Now we're going to gently roll the body. So starting with the right arm out first, we move our body towards the right, and then we take our left foot and we just place it on the ground behind the leg. Now your left hand can also just drape behind your body. Now this knee gauges how deep you go. So the more open your knee is, the more you're going to feel it in the shoulders. So just finding a spot that you feel the intensity, but it's not so much that you can't relax. And just closing the eyes and breathing into that space that you're feeling. Good. And then we gently roll out. And we move on to the other side. So this time we're going to be extending the left arm out. And then gently rolling the body towards the left. Taking the right foot, just placing it on the ground behind. And then using that knee, you can roll it back and forth. Your other arm just kind of drapes behind you. And just finding a comfortable place where you feel the intensity in your shoulder, but you can still relax. Take a few long, deep breaths right into where you're feeling it. Beautiful. And gently releasing. Let's make our way back into our chests again. And just a moment for the circulation to come back to our arms. Beautiful. And gently lifting up. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So lifting up. Hip bones go towards the sky. We'll move into sleeping swan from here. So lifting your right heel up, lifting it up high, holding it up, bending the knee, swing all the way through, and then turning your shin to the side. But taking the left knee, drop it down, and then inch it backwards. So lifting the chest up nice and high. Again, we're just going to feel the light of the moon illuminating the heart. A couple of deep breaths here. If you need to have any cushions underneath your hips, you can use that. Slowly lower down, and if you are perched up on your elbows and your chest doesn't make it to the ground, then I sometimes recommend actually using a cushion or a block underneath your chest just to relax on. And that helps take the stress off of the hips so that you can relax into this posture. Good. Every exhalation, just dropping a little bit deeper. Few more breaths here. Good. And gently lifting up. Tucking your toes, sit bones towards the sky. And let's paddle the legs out. We'll move on to the other side. So the left heel is going to lift up high. Good. Holding it up. Good. Bending the knee. Bring the left knee towards the left wrist and then turning your shin to the side, inching your right leg back. Lifting the chest up nice and high. Closing the eyes. Feeling the light of the moon illuminating the heart. Good. And gently lowering down. Again, if you need to have a cushion or something to support your chest, it does make the posture a lot more comfortable, so go ahead and use one if you need one, and then relaxing down. And taking a few deep breaths here, and we're just looking for our edge, and that's the edge of total relaxation and total intensity. We're just kind of sitting, teetering on that edge. gently lifting up. Tucking the toes, sit bones towards the sky, downward facing dog, and paddling the legs out. Now the next posture is going to require blocks, but I'll give you variations if you don't have blocks. And so if you don't have blocks, then you can simply move into melting heart pose, which is kind of a combination of downward dog and child's pose, where you come up and you literally just melt the heart down. So you can do that variation, or the next one is actually going to be to use 2 blocks, and this is, we're going to open up the triceps for this one. So you place the blocks just in front of you, about shoulder distance apart. And it's a variation of child's pose, and you want to have the knees wide for this one. So we reach forward and we place our elbows onto the block, and kind of want to lift up a little bit so that our body weight drags back the opening. And you want to have the hands kind of out a little bit and not like so. So you drop back down, and then you place the hands in prayer, and then dropping the hands behind the neck. A few long, deep breaths here. This is a beautiful heart opener, as well as it's great for the back and the triceps. Good. And gently making your way out. Remove your blocks if you're using them. And let's make our way back into child's pose one more time. Good. Coming back up again, crossing your ankles behind you. And then we're gently going to make our way onto seated. We're going to move into another heart opener. And this time it's going to be a supporter heart opener. So you want to use a block or something of the sort. And then we take a cushion that is going on top of the block. And this block is going to go just kind of behind the heart, so it's not on your lower back, it's kind of up here, kind of be at the bottom of your shoulder blades. So you're just going to lean back, and if you're doing it correctly, it should feel really good. If it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, so you might have to move around a little bit to find that spot. And then drawing the heels up, and the soles of the feet drop out to the side. So now we have a heart opener and a hip opener. And feeling the body completely release. And again, we're going to repeat our affirmation for this full moon. I am releasing, and repeat that inwardly 3 times. And every time you release, feel the body relax a little deeper. Every time you inhale, feeling a sensation of the light of the moon illuminating the body and the breath. And then as you exhale, feel a deep sense of releasing and relaxing, letting go of what no longer serves us. So inhale deeply, illuminating the heart and the breath and the body with the light of the moon. And then as you exhale, feeling the body releasing what no longer serves us. Again, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, release. A few times on your own breath. A few more deep breaths. If you feel like the body's holding back in any way, now is the time to really let go. Go as deep as you can, release as much as you can. Nice big inhale, feeling the heart illuminated by the light of the moon. Exhale, fully release. Beautiful. And gently drawing the knees up, making your way off of your block or your cushion if you're using one. And making your way onto your back, gently drawing the knees up. And we'll just make some circles. And the other direction. Good. And let's take the right leg and crossing it right over top of the left. We'll make our way into a twist, turning the body towards the left. Head turns towards the right. You can take the left hand, place it on the knee if that's comfortable. And if that's too deep of a twist, you're welcome to place some cushions or blocks underneath your knees. Good. And gently drawing the knees up, rocking from side to side. Taking the left leg, crossing it over top of the right, allowing both knees to drop towards the right side. Head turns towards the left. Good. And every exhalation, just feeling the body drop a little bit deeper into the twist. Beautiful. And gently drawing the knees up, wrap the arms around the knees, and gently rocking from side to side. Drawing the knees in. And we're going to extend the legs out for the final rest of Shavasana. If you'd like to place a cushion underneath your knees or your head for comfort, then you're most welcome. Extending the arms out and closing the eyes. Feeling all of the facial muscles completely relaxing. Feeling the forehead muscles relaxing, the nose broaden, and the jaw widen. Feeling a sense of calm and peace growing over the body. Relaxing the upper back and the middle back and the lower back. Relaxing the arms. Relaxing each finger. Relaxing the legs. Relaxing each foot toe. Feeling the whole body melting and relaxing. We'll say our affirmation. Last round. So inhale, nice big inhale, feeling the light of the moon illuminating the heart. As you exhale, repeat your affirmation. I am releasing. And visualize whatever it is you're releasing just dissolving like a poof of sand. Inhale. And exhale. Repeat your affirmation. I am releasing. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Repeat the affirmation. I am releasing. And the entire body completely relax. And gently start bringing awareness back into the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, moving the head from side to side. Good, and gently drawing the knees up. Wrap the arms around the knees, gently rocking from side until side. And dropping over to the side. And finding your way up to seated, making your way into any comfortable seated position. You're welcome to use a cushion if you want to sit up nice and straight. And then just gently closing the eyes. And just bringing awareness to how you're feeling right now. Noticing the effects of the full moon practice. And gently drawing the arms up, rubbing the hands together, creating blessings, creating heat, and churning the vibrations of our dualities into oneness. Pulling the hands apart, shower those blessings over the crown of the head. Give blessings to the eyes that help you see, blessings to the ears that help you communicate. Give blessings to the throat that helps you communicate down your chest, around the stomach that houses the digestive fire, around to the hips, bless them to open, your thighs for their strength, the knees for the flexibility, and the lower legs. Give blessings to your feet that give you the power to stand present in this moment, your healing hands. Blessings to the arms that will pick you up when you fall. And finally to the heart center, center of love, devotion, and compassion. Gently dropping the forehead towards the hands, reflecting on something in your life that you're grateful for. Good. Hands onto the ground. And make your way into a gentle, humble bow. And coming back up again. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. It has been a real pleasure. Have yourself a wonderful full moon.